you can't say that the cop should have known that he dropped the gun. It was dark. You couldn't even see it. Terrible tragedy, but a justified shooting. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
If everything is working as it should be, it means that I am live. Now, currently I'm alone, but the stream for tonight is sort of a filler stream. Don't get me wrong. I should pay more attention to my YouTube thingy, but lately I don't. It's not nice of me. My bad. Absolutely true. Not sure if Michael Keller is still in the audience. I might not have him right now. Who else will join us? I do not know. But today I wanted to do a quiz with you all. It's nothing important. It's just something to have, I don't know, make fun about. And a tragedy, isn't that a Greek play? Something that went wrong. Could be tragedy too. I'm not quite sure what you mean with what's a tragedy. As it is though, it is Saturday, it is 10 o'clock Central European, and it is quiet. So I'm really curious how things will go. Hi there, Morris Weerstand. Hi there, Ludicrous Leprechaun. And, well, the question we're going to answer today is whether Factable, a website, can guess our education level. I'm not really sure if a quiz can, but it's going to give it a good shot, I assume. It's this quiz. Obviously, you can do it yourself as well. Link is in the descriptive text if all should be well. Now, I'm wondering whether people want to join me on Discord or whether you want to sit on that side of the whole thingy. Quiet for the storm, Michael. Well, maybe. Stream went live with someone saying something is a tragedy. I must have missed that. Oh no, wait a second. That might be the last bit I played of a video. But it shouldn't have picked that up, so I'm not quite sure why it did. Hi there, Anne Frankenberry. Now that's a name I do not recognize. Hi there, William Carlson. Always fun to see you again. And we are mega stupid. Well, sure, why not? Hi there, Toxic. Oh, Toxic, I haven't seen you for so long. I really wanted to talk to you about maybe doing a stream together, but I'm not sure. So today is just going to be a filler stream. It's nice to see so many of you people. I'll see if I can find my wife. Let's see if she'll join us for a second. I don't know. Let's give her a call. There we go. Because considering so many of you are here now. By the way, how have you all been doing? Today I got my invitation to come and go for the COVID jab. Not that I'm planning to go for the COVID jab, but I got it today, which is all fun and games, I guess. Hey August, kom je nog boven om even mee te praten?
Oh, okay. I was surprised that ik was verrast dat het mij was. Ja, ik kom.
Okay. Now, sun is coming up. No, I've got the invitation to get my COVID jab. Finally, considering that I'm a risk factor on 3 groups. Not that I'll go get it, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I got my invitation. It's kind of funny because the Dutch Minister of Health already basically stipulated, agreed to, or pronounced, whatever word you want to use, that there's a higher chance of you dying under the age of 60 from the jab than from COVID. So there is that. Anyway, I've got my lovely wife here with me,
Hello.
and she wants to tell you something.
No, you're going to say, and I'm
No,
going
go
to be
on, then
here.
they can hear you.
There's more people. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in the chat.
I can't. Oh, okay. You have new thingy.
No, I don't.
No, for me it's new, so I didn't see it.
Okay.
No, but no, it's your announcement, and I'll be here. That's
No, go on then.
No, you go on.
Okay, well, the thing is, Son and me, we are now officially married.
Yes.
So there is that. Get your blood tested for ICG.
Well, don't do.
Well, I probably would be immune, considering that we already had it. You're right, Michael. Anyway, so yeah, that's the big news.
We finally officially married. We finally got the right documents. It took us only a few years, but that's okay. Mwah. So yeah.
So there is that. So we wanted to share this with you. And Ludicrous, John has not so much given up on Saturday streams, but he's more or less given up on a lot of YouTube stuff. So there is that. Thank you for the congratulations, Anna.
Oh, thank you, Anna.
How did you get a big break, Toxic? I am more than curious. And thank you, Michael. And thank you, Toxic. And thank you, Ludicrous. Well, Ludicrous, I mean, we had to follow your example now, didn't we? I mean, and thank you, Morris. And thank you, William. And yes, we're no longer living in sin. Then again. Alright, to more exact, my sincere condolence. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Anyway, no, I'm curious about that lawsuit thing. If you're willing to share, Toxic, because I am curious. But if not, we're going to do the quiz about guessing educations. I'm not sure if this is a fun quiz to do. I'm thinking about maybe making a video out of it, but I haven't made a video in so long. An insider from the other side came forward. I'm pretty sure I have no idea what you mean with that. But I'm glad that the lawsuit is going in your favor. Anywho. Scientists estimate that modern human brain can hold up to a quadrillion pieces of information. That's one with a lot of zeros, even though our brains are built for processing this or that and blah blah. God said, well, that's the reason why it took so long for us, William, because it took forever for us to get the papers to get married. It's quite annoying, but it's done now. A man is incomplete until he's married. After that, he is finished. Okay, well, in that case, we will wait. I'm more than curious, obviously, Toxic, but I can also wait. Michael, get your head out of the gutter. Anyway, let's start with the quiz. What kind of artist was Salvador Dali? Renaissance, Baroque, Surrealism, and Romanticism. Now, I know what I'm going to say, but let's say, for the ones that want to play along, Renaissance is 1, Surrealism is 2, Baroque is 3, and Romanticism is 4. I'm going to say Surrealism. It's difficult to pronounce, I'm sorry. If you guys want to play along, why don't you type it in there? I'm not quite sure how this test works, but more or less it's going to tell us that we're right or wrong, I assume. So I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to type. As I said, I think it's Surrealism. Hey! Surrealism is correct. This reminded me of my uncle's marriage. They waited about 25 years until they officially married. Well, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Okay, surrealism is correct. Anyone who had anything else? I'm sorry, you're wrong. I don't know anything. What do I know? A salamander belongs to which animal group? Reptile, mammal, insect, or amphibian? And reptile being 1, mammal 2, insect 3, and amphibian 4. Now, obviously, I might be wrong. I'm still going to say it's a reptile. And I would be wrong. Oh, there you have it. It was an amphibian. That's my bad. Well, for the ones who will have this one right, I should have given more time, I guess. But I don't know how much of a delay there is on this video today, so fuck it. Morris at least had 4, so he knew it was an amphibian. I was wrong. Which group of Europeans are believed to have first entered North America? The Vikings, the British, the Spanish, or the Pilgrims? 1 Vikings, 2 British, 3 Spanish, 4 the Pilgrims. And this is interesting to me, because I would say the Vikings, but how far up north is North America? Because I know the Vikings went to Newfoundland and whatnot, but that's Canada. Is Canada still North America? Well, apparently it is, so what the hell do I know? But yeah, I knew it was the Vikings, obviously, because out of the whole group, I mean, yeah, it could only be the Spanish were there really late, in the same time as the British were there, and the same time the Pilgrims were there. Choose the sentence where it's and you're used correctly. And then we have 3 sentences, and 3 of those sentences don't even have these words. So I don't know. It is hard to work when you are tired. And yes, it's more the Nords than the Vikings, William. I'm going to agree with you on that one, because the Roos and the Dane never went to America. This is not North, it's far left. It is hard work. Let's see. What does the word patriarchy mean? Oh, okay. Careful now, because this might be a bannable offense on YouTube. What does the word patriarchy mean? A society, a system of society or government where women are in charge. Well, funny enough, one could argue that. A system or society or government where children are in charge. A system of society or government where men are in charge. Or a system of society and government where old people are in charge. Well, obviously, they're going to mean men, because patriarchy, but at the same time, most patriarchies are places where women have a lot to say. Then again, what do I know? What is the official language of Brazil? Now this is funny, because I haven't seen Paulo yet, because I'm pretty sure he would know that. Oh, and again, in this case, Spanish is 1, Portuguese is 2, Catalan is 3, German is 4. Now, what language is the official language of Brazil? It is going to be number 3. If my English teacher from back then could see me answering this answer correctly. Okay, here we go. So Portuguese in this case is 2. There we go. What year did World War One begin? Now, that's kind of funny because 1940 is number 1, 1925 is number 2, 1914 is number 3, and 1918 is number 4. Now, in 1918, something important did happen. If I'm not mistaken, that was the beginning of the Spartacus Revolution in Germany, which is one of the major reasons why the Germans started to hate the Jew. But yeah, that's not the start of the First World War. So, here we go. Hey, 1914. Well done, Anne Frank. You know, it's always good that people know the right answer. I had to read it right though, because let's be honest. And yes, Michael, you're correct. 1914 isn't the right date, but 1912 wasn't an option. Can we guess your education level? Where does the O stand for in H2O? Number 1, O0. Number 2, nitrogen. Number 3, oxygen. And number 4, osmium. Now, chemistry is not my forte, but I have no idea what osmium is. And yes, of course, it stands for oxygen. I mean, H, water, 2O. 1 water molecule, 2 oxygen molecules. Welcome to water. Now, wait a second. It's 2 hydrogen molecules and 1 oxygen molecule. See, chemistry is not my strong suit. In the year 1901 was in... Oh, the year 1901 was in what century? Seriously, is that a question? I'm sorry, I'm not even going to spend time on this one. Well, yeah, Wednesday is in the middle of the week. Duh. Sorry for that one. What is the largest religion in the world? Buddhism 1, Hinduism 2, Islam 3, and Christianity 4. I'll give you some time to think. Radadi, radada, radaboom pam pum pam pa. Now, a lot of people will be surprised by this one, but I knew this one to be correct, so yeah. Yeah, no, you're right, Michael Keller. It's hydrogen, not water, but isn't it H2O is water? But yeah. What is the capital of Russia? Sochi, Moscow, St. Petersburg, or Kazan? Sochi being 1, Moscow 2, Petersburg 3, Kazan being 4. I never even heard of Kazan, so there is that. But yeah, Christianity is the biggest religion, guys. It's by far the biggest religion in the world. But yeah, we're not allowed to recognize or realize that. Now, obviously, the capital of Russia is Moscow. Moskova. I don't know. I think so. Which country was the enemy of the United States in World War I? Russia, Germany, Ireland, or the United Kingdom? Russia 1, Germany 2, Ireland 3, and the United Kingdom 4. And I really cannot believe anyone would have this question wrong. But then again, maybe I shouldn't say that too loud, because I might have this question wrong. Yeah, of course not. Because Russia and the United Kingdom, and in a lesser extent Ireland, were all united against Germany. Well, St. Petersburg is a beautiful city. It is. It really is. But it's not the capital of Russia. What do the stripes of the US flag represent? The first 13 guys to sign the Declaration of Independence, the first 13 amendments, the first 13 colonies to declare independence from England, or nothing. I owe you nothing, nothing, nothing at all. So, the first 13 guys, 1, the first 13 amendments, 2, 13 colonies, 3, nothing, 4. Now, I do know that there are some people in America that might join us. I'm not sure if Toxic is still with us, but if she is, she should have this one correct. I know, I accidentally hit the right one. Hey, Real Raven, long time no see, mate. See, now I don't know what you guys are. I'm not even sure if St. Petersburg is the largest city in Russia, to be honest. It's a nice city, though. It's a nice city. And, yeah. I remember that St. Petersburg was a very important one when it came to shipbuilding in Russia. The Dutch and the Russians had a lot to do together with shipbuilding in the pre-communist era, before Lenin and even before the last Tsar. Oh, sorry. How could you have missed the question, Toxic? This is about the stripes of the US flag. Well, the answer is now on the screen. I should continue. I really should. Which of the following languages has the most native speaker? Portuguese, Spanish, English, or Mandarin? And most native speakers. Now this is an interesting one because, yeah, Spanish is a language that's being spoken all over the world. English is a language that has been spoken all over the world. But are all of these speakers native speakers? 1 Portuguese, 2 Spanish, 3 English, 4 Mandarin. And hi there, Dimitri. Yeah, that's correct, Michael Keller. St. Petersburg was the capital. I usually spend Saturday evenings with my wife. That's why it's the worst evening for streaming. I know, but I can't do it during the week anymore because my working rhythm is pretty much fucked up. Michael Keller says it's Mandarin. I kind of agree with him, and it's correct. See, I should have put the button before you answered, because now it's almost as if I thought, never mind. Can we guess your education level? How many lobes does the right lung have? Now, this is an interesting one. I have to admit, this is a difficult one. So how many lobes does the right lung have? I'm crap at this one. I'll have to admit. But I know, or at least I'm not sure if it's lobes, but you have the upper, the middle, and the lower. So I'm going to say 3. Oh, hey, what do you know? Good gamble. This was somewhat of a gamble, I mustn't lie. It was somewhat of a gamble. Well, let's continue onward. Who was the 6th president of the United States? Now, I'm sorry, Toxic, you have to be able to answer this one. The rest of us are excused to be absolute horrendous idiots in this one, because I have no idea. But, yeah, who was the 6th president of the United States? And I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking, well, James 1, James Monroe 1, James Madison 2, John Adams 3, and John Quincy Adams 4. And I'm doubting, I have to admit, but I'm thinking John Quincy Adams. Oh, what do you know? Ha! That was, I have to admit, somewhat of a gamble. Yeah, well, it's a gamble, as I said. Who cares? Now, I knew it wasn't John Adams because he was the 2nd president. Oh, wait a second. It says so right here. So yeah, I knew it wasn't John Addis, and I have no idea who James Monroe is. And I thought James Madison was an early president too. Anywho, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times is a quote of which novel? Grapes of Wrath 1, 1984 by George Orwell 2, Moby Dick, Herbert Melville 3, and A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens 4. Again, this is somewhat of a mind twister teaser thingy because obviously I'm going to be more or less stuck between 2 and 4, but I'm going to say it's The Tales of Two Cities. Oh, sometimes gambling correctly helps. I didn't think it was it's not really a gamble because I was okay. I didn't know that. John Monroe Doctrine 1920s. Thank you. But yeah, no, I did think it was The Tales of Two Cities, not so much 1984, because I'm pretty sure that wasn't a line from it. The Tales of Two Cities is, by the way, a beautiful story. I haven't read that for a very long time. I should pick up on it. Okay, in Shakespeare's famous tragic play Hamlet, which character dies? Ophelia, Polonius, Hamlet, or all of them? So Ophelia 1, Polonius 2, Hamlet 3, and all of them 4. Obviously, this is going to be a little bit of a gamble, but not a lot of a gamble, but still a little bit. I can't remember precisely. See, I'm getting old. That's it. I'm getting old. But I'm going to say all of them. And it wasn't an uneducated guess. No. Oh, after I answer it, spoiler alert. Well, okay. Oh, all of them. Anyway. And then it has some spoiler alert on how they died. I'm sorry, this is a few 100-year-old play. Can you still talk about spoilers if a play is that old? I'm sorry, if you still don't know the story of Hamlet, it's not a spoiler, you're just slow. Caitlyn Jenner won an Olympic event called the Decathlon. How many events make up a decathlon? And now I'm going to be a bastard. Caitlyn Jenner did not win an Olympic event. Because at that point in time, he was not Caitlyn. You can kiss my ass with all of that. I mean, yeah, sure, he's a woman now, and therefore he must always have been a woman. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't impregnate his wife whilst being a woman. I know, I'm transphobic and all that. But yeah, 3 is 1, 5 is 2, 2 is 3, and 10 is 4. And I'm going to click right away because I paid attention during school and I remember what the Latin word for 10 was. Jupiter has 69 moons. What is the largest known moon of Jupiter? Ganymede 1, Callisto 2, Europe 3, and Io 4. And then I'm going to be a bastard because I can't really remember this one, but I am pretty sure. So yeah, what I can do? Well, you can spoil Hamlet to every choose. Well, they probably thank you for it. And yes, Deca is 10. That's why we also say what a decaliter is, which is a tenth of a liter. Notwain in the Ministry of Truth, 3 is 1. Well, there is that. Oh, by the way, I said Europe. Europe is incorrect. It's Ganymede. See, I can make mistakes. I still thought it was Europe. But then again, what do I know? 3. It's not my choice that 3 was 1 though, Michael. I mean, it's the way that the previous questions answer were thing. But you see, I wasn't the only one who thought Europe. That's a good thing to see, William and Ludicrous. Thank you for supporting me in my stupidity, because I too thought it was Europe, and we will see me being wrong. Anyway, what was the name of the super ocean that surrounded the supercontinent Pangaea around 250 million years ago? Was it called the Black Sea? The Pangaean Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Panthalassa Ocean, so the Black Sea 1, the Pangaean Ocean 2, the Atlantic Ocean 3, and the Panthalassa 4. And Ganymede was the first moon they've seen. Yeah, but was it the biggest one? Yeah, maybe it's my bias. Maybe it's my bias. Never follow the crowd, Real Raven. Never follow the crowd. Be your own man. Oh, there I go. Making 2 mistakes in a row. Yeah. See, Michael, I thought Pangaean too, but it was wrong. 2 mistakes. Bloody hell. I must be really stupid. 2 mistakes. In the music, what does the term adagio refer to? A swell of music 1, a slow movement 2, an abrupt stop in the music 3, and fast movement is 4. Adagio, adagio. Now this is something I'm pretty sure that Real Raven should know, to be honest. I don't know. What do you guys think? No, what the hell is going on? Oh, there we go. It was called the Great Primordial Soup. I'm willing to grant you that one, Paige. I kind of agree. But no, that's not what they meant. Real Raven. The Chiamsi? No. I'm pretty sure that Real Raven should know the Adagio one. But it's been standing here for long enough. And I'm pretty sure it means this. Ah! I'm correct. What do you know? It's tempered. And I probably do not. It's a slow. Yes, it's a slow. See, I wasn't the only one who knew that. Ludicrous and Real Raven both. No, piano is soft, Michael. The famous naturalist Charles Darwin is best known for what theory? The theory of disease, 1. The theory of evolution, 2. The theory of gravity, 3. Or his theory of molecules, 4. I'm pretty sure no one's going to take long about this one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some people will take long about this one. But, yeah. A forte is. And then you have pianissimo, which is, I don't know, too long ago. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you'll all agree with me that it's this one. I'm not even going to bother naming it. Yes, there you go, Michael. You're fast. What does VI in Roman numerals mean? And I had to be careful because I nearly said the number itself. I'm sorry. Again, this is something people should know. So I'm not going to take a lot of time with this one. 12 is 1, 11 is 2, 6 is 3, and 7 is 4. And I'm pretty sure all of you should be able to get this pretty well correct, because there's a reason it has a clock face as image. Why does it have a clock face as image? Because, well, how many clocks do people see where they have this? The theory of facial expression. We have about 60 seconds lag, Motwing. You gotta wait longer, dude. 60 seconds. Bloody hell, that's really long. Okay, I'll try to wait longer. How can you have 60 seconds lag though? That's pretty bad. So, pianissimo, very low volume indeed. Which country has a maple leaf on its flag? And to help you out, here's the flag. Denmark 1, Sweden 2, Greenland 3, and Canada 4. And I'm pretty sure no one will have this one wrong. I mean, how is this a show of how educated you are? Everybody, most likely in the English talking world, knows this, don't they? Yeah, it's not Sweden. How can you say Sweden, William? The Swedish flag is a blue flag with a cross in it. This is pointless. I'm about 19 seconds behind. Of course, I know all music questions. Don't leave. Bye. There's not a lot of music questions anyway. I'm sorry to hear that you're lagging so much though. I didn't know that was a thing. What's the standard unit of distance in a metric system? Meter 1, mile 2, inch 3, and foot 4. This is looks like Canada to me. There you have it. This is a really stupid question though, because it's called the metric system for a reason. And there's only one of the 4 things mentioned here that's actually part of the metric system. They have to make us feel good. Yes, okay. He never said Sweden. Fair enough. But is the stream still going in one, or is it blinking? Am I roboting from time to time? Because I'm really curious about that one. I mean, if it's just so much later than I transmit, yeah, sure, that happens. I can't help it. But if the stream doesn't come in clearly, well, yeah, this test is made for Americans, but still. How many syllables make up a haiku? Don't give them an inch. Internet for prisoners still under lockdown. We can only travel within the country. Well, the traveling within the country is true for a lot of places, I have to admit. Now the haiku one. 1 is 5, 2 is 12, 3 is 17, and 4 is 7. I'm not even going to wait, because it's 575 if I'm not mistaken. Stream is good. Okay, that's nice to hear. Who is the Greek god of the underworld? Oh, come on, people, serious. 1 is Hades, 2 is Poseidon, 3 is Ares, and 4 is Zeus. It's really interesting that this is a question. And no, a haiku has 17. Then again, I already showed you that it has, so there is that. Well, I've waited long enough. This is the correct. This is, well, I may be unfair, but mythology is a hobby of mine, and Hades and Zeus often were at odds. After 7, which is the highest prime number? Now this is interesting, because a prime number you can only divide by itself and nothing else. Now 10 you can divide by 1 and 10, but also by 5 and by 2. 9 you can divide by 3. I shouldn't say it out loud, I should just do. 10 is 1, 9 is... Why should I do that? Never mind. And indeed, Real Raven, Hades, Michael Keller, William Carson. See, most people know this. That's some brilliant people I'm having around me. What's the chemical symbol for gold on the periodic table of elements? I'm not really... Chemistry is not my forte. I'm really not that good at it. Ga, 1, Au, 2, Ag, 3, and Fa, 4. Now I know it's not Fa because Fa is iron. So I'm not really sure. I'm going to go for this one. Oh, haha! I have to admit, this was somewhat of a gamble. Not a lot, but still a little bit. Because the funny thing in the periodic table, as far as I remember, there is no G in the periodic table of gold. I can officially go to County Galloway, but not to County Roscommon or County Mayo. Both about 4 miles from here because I'm right in the corner. Yeah, you guys are a lot faster when it comes to pointing out the right name for gold. Well done, people. At what degree Celsius does water freeze in general? -8, 0, 273 and 32. At what degree Celsius does water freeze? Yeah, that's not really. I think I'm going to -8, 1, 0, 2, 200, 3, 32, 4. And I am going to go for this one, but I always thought it was -1. I have to admit, I thought it was -1. But then again, what do I know? Who is the lead singer of the Rolling Stones? Bill Wyman, Keith Richards, Brian Jones, or Mick Jagger? 1 for Wyman, 2 for Richard, 3 for Jones, and 4 for Jagger. And you gotta move like Jagger, move like Jagger. Yeah, I shouldn't sing. I'm sorry. I seriously don't think this should be a difficult question for anyone, to be honest. So it's not the same as the rest of Europe if you can trouble the whole country. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I've been hearing more and more how things have been gone really backward when it comes to Ireland. But then again, Emily Dickinson is a famous poet, abolitionist, suffragette, or singer. 1 for poet, 2 for abolitionist, 3 for suffragette, and 4 for singer. And this is a nasty one, I know. What do I know? I need to blow my nose, that's what I know. So, poet, abolitionist, suffragette, or singer. And now I might be a bastard, but I don't think famous is the word I would use for her. But then again, I would have been wrong. There you have it. That's my 3rd mistake. Oh, I should have known better. I really should. And yeah, 3 of these fit. I agree with you, Michael. But there you go. I was wrong. Ludicrous, you're a better man than I am. And so is Michael Keller and Paige Conway and William Carson. I had this. This is my 3rd mistake, for fuck's sake. What an idiot am I. What did the 13th Amendment of the US Constitution do? Abolish slavery, allowed people of color to vote, allowed women to vote, or defined national citizenship? Abolish slavery 1, allowed people of color to vote 2, allowed women to vote 3, and defined national citizen 4. Now, obviously, there are Americans in this group, so let's hear what they have to say. Because I am curious. Then again, I should know this one, so there is that. And in all fairness, I'm not American, but county is province. Yeah, I understood that. But still, it's weird that you guys can't really move around that. Yes, I have to blow it regularly, Michael Keller. The thing is, it's constantly stuck. It gunked up. Hay fever is a bitch. You think Corona is a bitch? Try living with hay fever. Pah! Corona is over in a few weeks. Anyway, so the 13th Amendment was the one thing that abolished slavery. I knew this one. They were a little bit later than the rest of the Western world, I guess, but not a lot. What type of angle is between 180 and 360? See, now this is interesting. What do you know as Swiss? Swiss didn't have slaves, did they? Well, obviously they had somewhere in their past, but that must have been a long, long time ago. What angle is between 180 and 360? So 180 is flat, 360 is the other way around. 1 for reflex, 2 for right, 4 for acute. Sorry, 3 for acute, 4 for obtuse. I'm going to go with reflex, but I think I'm wrong. Hey, I'm right. Thank you, Paige. You're a better person than I was because I was wrong. Yeah, no, I was thinking obtuse as well, ludicrous. But it is reflex. I'm not sure if Paige was responding to this question or the previous one, so there is that. Oh, you guys. Yes. It was a gamble of my end. Reflex or obtuse? It says it's a reflex angle. An infinite number of angles, actually. Well, yeah. Which planet experiences the hottest surface temperature? Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, or Mars? Now, considering that Mercury is furthest to the Sun. Is Venus closest to the Sun? Mercury, now I can't remember. I, however, don't think it's Mercury. Now, this is not my perfect game, I have to admit. I think it is Upetar, and I would be wrong. It still is Venus. Bloody hell. I was thinking between Venus and Jupiter. I should have... No, that shouldn't have gone with my first guess, because my first guess would have been Jupiter too. And no, Earth is not the warmest planet. What group of animals does a clouder refer to? Now there's an interesting one. Is it a clouder of clams? Or a clouder of ducks? Or a clouder of geese? Or a clouder of cats? Isn't it a murder of cats? Or was that a murder of ravens? Yeah. So 1 for clams, 2 for ducks, 4 for geese. Sorry, 3 for geese and 4 for cats. I'm a bastard. I'm putting you all on the wrong. It's a murder of crows, obviously. Not a murder of cats. No, that's Crowder, Michael Keller. Crowder, Stephen Crowder. Ha! Why are you so nasty? What type of nut is used to make marzipan? Walnuts for 1, pistachio for 2, macadamia nuts for 3, and almonds for 4. A murder of crows, yes, a herd of cats. Well, no, it's a clouder of cats. A flock of geese, yeah, indeed. So yeah, no, it's the thing with names of groups. I mean, the murder of crows was something that I learned, I can't even remember when, and I didn't believe it. But then again, the wit clowder. Oh, come on. So yeah, no, back to the walnut, the pistachio, the macadamia, and the almond. And together with sugar or honey, it's a popular dish. It's really nice to make. It's really sweet. Yeah, obviously it's almond. Well done, people. How many keys does a standard full-size piano have? 86 is 1, 88 is 2, 87 is 3, and 89 is 4. It's going to be difficult. Hi there, Joe Baxter, by the way. Didn't I say hi already? Probably not. My bad. I always like it when I see new faces. So, how many keys does a standard full piano has? And I have to admit, I'm not completely sure on this one. But I'm going to say 88. And I'm right. Well, there you have it. It's somewhat difficult to do from time to time, I have to admit. But yeah, this was a little bit of a gamble, I'll not lie. And any one of you that says 88 is a hate symbol, okay, yeah, whatever. I guess you should complain about pianos then. Ooh, would that mean that pianos are hate symbols? I mean, they have 88 keys, and 88 stands for HH. Most of the keys are white, so it's a white supremacist keyboard. Oh, for fuck's sake. I shouldn't say that, because before you know it, people will start saying this shit. Ooh, playing a piano is white supremacy, because the number of keys is Heil Hitler, and the white supremacy of the keys is absolutely devastating. Oh, I'm sorry. I really shouldn't have done that, but I have, and I will again. Fuck it. You can see my latency by my answer I typed. I typed it instantly. Yeah, that's Oh, I'm sorry about that one, Joe Baxter. Well, I don't recognize this name, but you're more than welcome to join in whatever name you want to. How many cards are in a standard deck of cards? No Hispanic or Asian keys. Indeed, Michael, how dare they? Oh, you're gonna be joking. Okay, so how many cards in a standard deck of cards? 1 for 50, 2 for 51, 3 for 53, and 4 for 52. You can't type 88 in chat. Yeah, you can. Can't you type 88 in chat? Oh, that's an interesting one to test. So, and standard, yeah, indeed it's 52, by the way. I'm sorry, I don't know which standard deck of which card game. It's just a standard deck. There's 1 to 10, Jack, Queen, King, and Ace. Actually, not Ace because it's 1 to 10. It's 2 to 10, and then. But it's 52. What does M stand for in E is MC squared? Measurement, meter, mass, and millimeter. I can type 88 though. I'm not sure why you guys can't. That's weird. But what do I know? Measurement is 1, meter is 2, mass is 3, and millimeter is 4. Now obviously, as I said, my well, this is what science is this? Is this natural science? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's this. What about the Joker? The Joker isn't part of a standard deck of cards. It's added. Yeah, the 1 is the ace. Ace can be used as 1 or as highest. And yes, indeed, mass, good people of the interwebs. Which of these sentences is correct? Okay, so how good can you English? Justin and Michelle just texted that they're coming to the party. Or Justin and Michelle just texted that they're coming to the party. Or Justin and Michelle just texted that they're coming to the party. How the hell do you pronounce that? Or Justin and Michelle just texted that they're coming to the party. Seriously. I'm not even going to bother giving them numbers. You know the one, just whatever. Is this really a thing in America that people don't know the difference between there, and there? There is they are. There is a place, and there is possessive. Oh, you can't see my 88. Oh, that's really weird. Well, I can, but then again, that doesn't mean anything. No, I can English very good. Well, yeah. This is such a simple question. Which of these wasn't one of the Allied countries at the start of World War II? United Kingdom, France, Poland, and Italy. It depends on what you would call the start of World War II. Because at the start of World War II, obviously Italy wasn't an Allied country, but neither was Poland, because Poland had already been taken. Because the other ones only started interfering after Poland had fallen. But I'm pretty sure they don't want to hear Poland. I'm pretty sure they want to hear Italy. What the hell do I know? It's the difference between knowing your shit and knowing your shit. Indeed, ludicrous. Sip. Yes. So everyone had that one correct as well. Which of these is not a wind instrument? The clarinet, the lute, the oboe, and the flute. Clarinet 1, lute 2, oboe 3, and flute 4. Oh, Poland was allied due to contract with France. Fair enough, makes sense. But France didn't bother when Poland got invaded. But then again, what do I know? And obviously, there's only one of these instruments you do not blow on. it's obviously the precursor to the guitar. Can we guess your education level? I'm pretty sure they can by now, but I have no idea what they come up with. What empire is Genghis Khan associated with? 1 for Mongol, 2 for Greek, 3 for Inca, and 4 for Roman. Now, one of them is absolutely stupid. There's another one that's pretty stupid. So there's 2 that come close. But, no, actually, there's only one that comes close. The other 3 are pretty stupid. I mean, let's be honest. No, I'm not even going to talk a lot about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure each and every single one of you had that good as well. Oboe is how do you call that thing? Like a trumpet kind of thing? Yes, obviously, Genghis Khan is linked to the Mongols. What is the body's largest organ? The large intestine, the skin, the heart, or the stomach? Now, define large. The heart is very important, but is it really big? I don't know. Large intestine 1, skin 2, heart 3, stomach 4. It's itchy eye. Oh. You can say Mongols despite the hate speech laws. Well, I mean, I don't think you can call Mongols mongrels. But other than that, I think it's okay. Oh. Genghis Khan was Mayan. And yes, obviously the largest organ is the skin. Yeah, but don't you have to blow on the oboe for the double reeds to work? The largest organ is the Hammond organ. Which of these planets is smaller than Earth? Uranus, Jupiter, Mercury, and Neptune. Oh, oy. Now, this is something I'm not really sure of. I'm not sure who allowed the text of Joe Baxter on before I did, but thank you very much. We don't do silencing of people. We don't do censoring, so thank you for allowing it. You were a little bit faster than I was, and I have an itchy eye for... allergies are a bitch, I can tell you that much. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to say Mercury. Yes, your anus is smaller than the planet you live on. But not... Mercury is the smaller planet. When I'm talking about your anus, I'm talking about that thing on your behind. What's the capital of Kenya? Oh, I'm pretty sure it's Quebec. Okay, so Nairobi 1, Lagos 2, Quebec 3, and Cairo 4. And even though I make a joke, I might still be wrong, because I'm crap when it comes to names. I've always been crap, but I'm 100% sure it's not Cairo or Quebec. So then there is Nairobi and Lagos, but I thought Lagos was in an Asian country, which leaves me with Nairobi. Sometimes it's not about being smart, it's just about not being stupid. Yeah, you're a lot faster at getting to Nairobi than I was, Michael. Fair is fair. No, not for... Cairo is Egypt. Yeah. If you have $100 in saving account earning 2% compound interest every year, how much will you have after 5 years? 110.41, 102, 10 or $12. So 5 years at an interest of 0.2. That's weird because the first year you have 2%, which is 2 cents. The year after, I think it's closest to 102, but I would be wrong. There you go. Yeah. See, that was me being really stupid. I should take my time reading stuff. I am sorry. This is my third mistake, and it was also a stupid one. Bloody hell. Which of these scientists formulated the law of gravity? Galileo Galilei, Sir Isaac Newton, Madame Marie Curie, or Robert Boyle? 1 for Galileo, 2 for Newton, 3 for Curie, and 4 for Boyle. See, what threw me off was the 41-cent thing, people, because I thought it was 110, but where does the 41 cent come from? But then again, what do I know? Anyway, which of these scientists formulated the law of gravity? Obviously, it was the man with the apple tree. Though I'm not really sure if the apple tree thing is correct. Now, I had apparently 6 mistakes. I thought I only had 3, but yeah, sure, whatever. So I scored 44 out of 50, which means that I have a PhD level of knowledge. Yeah, probably, I don't know. What's a PhD worth though? Well, let's check. What is PhD? Oh, that's PhD is a Doctor of Philosophy. Well, look at me being smart. And you guys too, because most of you had the same amount of good and bad. Now, I know how compound interest works, Ludicrous. But I don't understand how you can get 1 going from 2%. So that was my problem, to be honest. Yeah, I thought I only made 3 mistakes, but it says I scored 44 out of 50. So that means I must have made 6 mistakes. Well, that's all right. But I'm pretty sure I do not have a PhD. Not yet, anyway. I know Ludicrous does. I'm not sure about any of the other of you guys. Oi, Real Raven, how dare you? I'm not as clever as Christy Winters. She barely scratches my barnacles. That woman is stupid. I mean, yeah, she's educated, but she's as dumb as they get. Bloody hell. I mean, I've seen that woman talk about things that I'm like, yeah, I'm not even going to make a response video to this because... Bah. But yeah, no, I'm not a doctor. I've been trying a few times to start my education, but I always fail because I lack the, well, financial situation, to be honest. Yeah, but I understand that calculation, Joe Baxter, but I don't understand how you then get 110, 41. I don't understand that one. I don't know how many questions there were actually. No, there were 50 questions. Oh no, right. So 3 mistakes is still 6. You're correct, Real Raven. Bloody hell. Sometimes I'm really silly. Only when calculated as Modwayne's interest rate here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Factable. It seems to me that it's strange that I've given a PhD level display of wisdom here. Talking of 50 splinters, King Crocodoc is back and he's making an epic series at the moment. I've seen the introduction to it, but I haven't seen the rest of it, obviously. I think he posted part 1 today. So last week he made an introduction, then part 1 today. I'm really curious how it'll go. Education means jack shit. She studied for what, 10 years? The liberal arts, what a joke. Yeah, she's not, well, you could say she's a joke, but who's laughing? You know what I mean? No, I understand Ludicrous, but then I still don't understand how you get on 1%. Because 2% of 102 is still going to be more than 1. I mean, 2% of 2 is 4. Even if it's 0.04. And if you do 0.04 5 times, you get 40. So I still don't understand how you get at the 1, because shouldn't it always be a double? But then again, I'm maybe doing it too simple. But I thought you were close to your PhD as well, Ludicrous, or did you give up on it? I don't know. No, don't get me wrong, even if you don't have a PhD, I know you're a bloody smart cookie. So there is that. I'm not quite sure what you mean with hoog 5. High 5? To the power of 5. Yeah, that's times 5. Anywho, I have to turn this off again. Click clock. Click clock. Don't stop. Top. How did you guys enjoy the quiz? Yeah, maybe you're correct, Joe. Maybe I'm just oversimplifying it in my head, And that's a mistake too. Let's be honest. Well, it was my mistake, obviously, because I failed high school. Well, who cares? I mean, let's be honest. We have a lot of people who are highly indoctrinated, but Christy Splinters is a perfect example of that. But then again, who am I to claim any smarts myself? But I can now say, hey, I have a PhD level knowledge. I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about finding a job. Then again, most employers would probably don't care about my PhD level of knowledge. They want to see my diploma. I really want to start fixing my psychology thingy, but I'm not that rich. It's a very beautiful long ship. You can only see half of it, unfortunately. Sorry. But yeah, no, it's a beautiful beast, isn't it? I love you guys. You're really trying to help me out with that calculating thing. It's probably, I mean, if I would have truly calculated, I probably would have found out you were correct. The 102 one was stupid because that's year 1, I know, so that's my bad. But that's because I didn't really take the time to calculate it. I just looked at 2 and then thought, well, it had to be a round number then. Yeah. Maybe we should move to America, Michael, where we can easily get a PhD, apparently, because, well, according to Factable, we have this PhD level of knowledge. Then again, I don't think any education will be as simple as this test. Because, yeah, there were some difficult questions. These are factoids. So, in conclusion, Modwayne, to the power of is not the same as times 5. No, you're correct. Yeah, long ships are beautiful, aren't they, Dimitri? I totally agree with you. Look, I wish that were true. Americans wouldn't let me in. I was part of a militia. Yeah, but aren't all men of age part of their country's defense force? I mean, there are countries where that's absolutely, how do you call it, mandatory. You don't have a choice. And thank you very much for trying to explain to me how compound interest works. It was just me being lazy, I'm sorry. I should have known better. I agree. I should have known better. Anyway, since we've done the test, anyone want something interesting to talk about? So, I really don't want to talk again about the COVID bullshit. And I need to sneeze again. Hoo-hoo. Anyway, if people want to join, they can join me in Discord and we can continue. Otherwise, we might call it quits. Yeah, I didn't know that, Michael Keller. I thought you could still go, but well, what do I know about that? I never really looked into going to America anyway, so. Okay, well, I don't think anyone wants to join me for a continuation, which is perfectly fine. I'm not worried about that, but that would mean that it's a good time for me to call it quits. No, I am conscientious objector. Talk about by large matters. I saw the Vaza William. Have you ever heard about the legendary Vaza Kepet? No, I haven't. What was the Vaza Kepet? Now you make me curious. If you want, you can join me in the chat of the Discord. And you can talk about it. I never heard of the Vaza Kepet. But then again, Ludacris knows about it. It was too heavy with all the cannons. And Ludacris is joining me. Hi there, Ludacris.
Hey, how's it going?
So, what's this Vaza Kepet? Because I have no idea.
Well, it's basically a massive warship that was built a couple of 100 years ago in Sweden.
Okay.
And it's it stands out because they have it. They've got the entire ship in a museum in the capital of Sweden.
Okay.
And the reason they have it is because it sank on its maiden voyage.
Oh, wait a sec. Maybe I can find it and then show it to people, because if I don't know it, then there's a good chance other people don't know it either. Where is my button? So that would mean that this is the one. Am I right? So that's this ship, right?
Hang on,
On the stream, it should come up in about 10. I don't know. The lag is. It's not a lag. It's a delay.
Yes. To summarize, the ship was heading out in its maiden voyage from the port, and it sank just as it was basically leaving, and it was causing a navigational hazard for many, many centuries in the harbor.
So basically, they crippled their own navy.
Well, they worked around it. They knew where it was, so they just left it there and worked around it, so to speak.
Anyway,
until they were able to. That's it. Until they were able to make it, bring it up from the surface a couple of years ago and put it in a museum.
well, it looks pretty cool.
Oh, it is. It still has some of the original paint on it.
It looks like a frigate, I guess.
I don't know my types of ships, so I'd be guessing, but it was supposed to be the flagship for the Swedish Navy at the time.
Okay. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I can see 19 cannon holes on one side, assuming it has the same on the other side.
And probably deck guns as well.
Yeah, that would make it a heavy ship.
Oh yeah. No, I got the reason I know about it is because I got to visit it when I was in Sweden a couple of years ago. I was just on a quick trip there, and it was one of the recommended visits.
Okay. And thank you for your congratulations on my PhD, Dimitros. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting a PhD out of this one. And it's double because I really want to get my paper, but at the same time, I'm not that rich. I have to pay for everything myself now. I mean, the one mistake I made is that I didn't go to educate myself at the time when it would be normal, because then the state would pay most of it. Now I have to pay it all myself.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about the Vasa ship is that it was the first designed by IKEA.
Yeah, that's a nasty joke. It's not a frigate. I don't know what it is. It looks a little bit bigger than the Standard. Standard is a ship from Russia, but it was built basically on Dutch design. I've been on board of that one a few times. Pretty cool.
No, it is a massive ship. You know, it's there's no one standing in that photograph to give you scale, but
yeah, no, they're pretty big.
it had a fair big size crew in it anyway. Before it sank. Yeah, Michael's.
Indeed, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sank before its maiden voyage, so to speak. It never left the harbour. That's.
They did launch it, and then immediately capsized and.
Yeah, that's what I said. So it capsized before its maiden voyage.
It had started it.
If you sink in the harbour you're leaving from, you haven't started it. I mean, sorry. And indeed, indeed, Michael Keller, it did have an unbeaten record whilst in service. So yeah, there are ships that can't say that. But then at the same time, it never won a battle either. Oh, it didn't even survive its own maiden voyage. Its own launch, indeed. But yeah, shit like that does happen. Even nowadays, when they launch boats, there is always the risk that they might capsize.
Yeah. But no, it is a very nice thing, and it's worth going to visit if you do. If somehow this lockdown ever eventually lifts and you are allowed to travel to other countries.
Well, it's a beautiful ship. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's a bit. The ticket's a bit expensive to get into, but you know, it's worth it.
Can we say a country is shorting the dollar? I would say America is shorting the dollar. They've raised the national debt so high that the value of a dollar is going to jump off a cliff really soon.
I think it's already there.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't already, to be honest.
Well, it's what people think it is. You know what I mean? I think that Real Raven was asking if you would look into the burning, looting, and murdering group about buying the large manors.
Yeah,
it's not COVID.
A lot of people have talked about it already, and I mean, I can once again make a video how Black Lives Matter is Black Lives Matter. But
I don't think we need to say anything on it because everyone said everything already. Pretty much.
yeah. I mean, you know what I find really interesting? I find it interesting that people are actually surprised about it. Because I wasn't.
Yes.
I mean, I really hadn't expected anything less. These
Who
guys
would
are
know?
about as
Subtle as a
trustworthy.
brick.
Sorry?
They're as subtle as a brick.
Subtle as a brick, indeed, yeah. I mean, come on, they named themselves Black Lives Matter. What else do you want to know? And
Yes.
they're responsible for more death than the police has been in the last, let's say, 20 years. Well, Black Guns Matter is a pretty serious contester for being honest about those things in America. You went to it with your school class, William. I have to admit that's a pretty cool thing to go to. I'm a little bit jealous. Then again, we have something like that in the Netherlands too. We have, for example, the Batavia has been rebuilt in its original way, so that's pretty cool. Batavia being one of the Dutch vessels.
Yeah, and the Norwegian capital has quite several Viking ships.
Yeah. Buying large mansions, indeed. Can we say a country is shorting the dollar? Well, other than the Americans, I don't know. It's a madness, really. I know I should be making more videos, and I know I haven't for quite a long time. But, yeah. You see, I find it hard to make new videos because I have the feeling that nearly everything has been said at least a few times. And I know that YouTube doesn't really care about me, but they're also making it pretty impossible for me to reach new people. Now, I might be wrong. The stuff I made might just be genuine crap. I mean, it's possible. I don't think it's true, but the amount of views have been going down continuously. Lobster and Depository?
The shrimp pill.
Sorry?
The shrimp pill.
Shrimp pill? What's a shrimp pill?
It's a meme from a couple of years ago. It was, I think I mentioned it before. It's the best pill you can get. It's better than the red pill. It's better than the black pill. The shrimp pill is it's based on the mantis shrimp, and it's it's the strongest animal in the world and the most powerful animal in the world. So any pill you can make from that shrimp pill gives you these abilities.
Ah, right.
You can see in more colors than anything else in the world.
Yeah, you can attack faster than Mach 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah. Supersonic bubbles.
All you can say has been said here on YouTube. The other stuff shouldn't be mentioned on here. Well, yeah, there is that. I do have a problem. I mean, obviously I'm busy with my new job and everything, so I don't really have a lot of time. But at the same time, not too long ago in the Netherlands, there was this these players of the Dutch team were talking about discrimination for a while and racism and this and that and blah 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 blah. But then when people started talking about maybe we shouldn't go to partake in the World Championship, they were like, no, we have to go and it's important. And I'm like, well, wait a second. If slavery was such an issue that you're still talking about it today, shouldn't we then say we're not going to Qatar to partake in the World Championship because those stadiums are built with slave labor. Now,
Also the
obviously,
fact-
sorry, go on.
Yeah, but there's also the fact that it's going to be really, really bloody hard to play football in Saharan temperatures.
Well, yeah, that too. There's a good chance that it might be a very boring tournament.
People collapsing on the pitch from dehydration.
But actually, one of the players of the Dutch team, I forgot his name, responded like, "How dare you talk about slavery when we're talking about Qatar and compare it to the slavery of the transatlantic slave trade?" And I'm like, how is it not the same?
It's probably worse because it's going on for longer.
Well, it's still going on today.
Yeah.
The transatlantic slave trade, well, sure, bad, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to downplay it. But we're now living a time when slavery shouldn't be a thing. And it's everyone is agreeing that it shouldn't be a thing. And at the same time, the same people that are agreeing that it shouldn't be a thing are totally okay with it being a thing as long as it's helping the next World Cup.
Well, it's the same with lots and lots of people in the UK. They're quite happy to, take the illegal immigrants on for under the table work they don't have to pay taxes on and pay them nothing, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a lot of middle class people are on the left hand side of the spectrum are quite adept at doing that.
Yeah. It's amazing how much of the racism and etc. we have nowadays comes from the left. Merely mentioning it makes you obviously a racist, but I don't know. I'm amazed at how stupid people can be. But
Yeah.
what do I know? Even though I might have a PhD level knowledge, it's said, according to the internet. And we know that what's on the internet is real, right?
Oh, definitely.
Well,
I wouldn't trust anyone else.
nope. The internet says it, so it must be true.
With all the
And I mean-
fake news around, who else can you trust?
And this one even had a name, what was it, Factable? It has the word fact in it.
And all.
And all. There you have it. Let me see. Where did I put it? I can't find the website back. Oh no. That's weird. Why can't I find it back? Well, never mind. I can't find it back. Too bad. But it had the name fact in it, I'm pretty sure. I haven't. Wait a second. I can look it up here, obviously. I have it in the text.
Factable.
Where is
Isn't
this?
The website you'd got was called Factable.
Yeah, well, that's the one.
It's got fact and it's got able in it, so they're able to fact.
We need to preserve our cultures. Well, we do, that's for sure. As Peterson said, Hill Lobster. Oh.
Well, it looks like things are starting to quiet down a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you want to finish things up for now? And
Yeah, let's call it quits. I'd like to thank everyone for joining in. And, well, let's be honest. If I scored PhD, most of you would have scored PhD as well. I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Thank you all for joining me. Ludicrous, thank you for joining me here. Do you have anything you want to share with the good people at home?
No, nothing today. Just thought I'd drop in for the last few minutes to tell you about the Vaza.
Okay. Well, I'd like to thank you all for coming, Paige and William and Michael and Ludacris, obviously, who's sitting here next to me now, Dimitri, and
Real Raven, Toxic.
yeah, all of them. I really should make a list of the people who joined. I thought maybe I should. And Joe Baxter. I see Joe Baxter is asking for a link. What link do you mean? The link to the quiz we did earlier? My god, that quiz was stupid. Do really people think that because you have this many questions right that you have a PhD level? I mean, yeah, sure, I'm pretty willing to accept that I'm maybe a decently smart guy, but bloody hell, if that's PhD, what the fuck is a PhD worth?
Toilet paper?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
It takes
Anyway.
more than pub quiz knowledge to get a PhD.
You'd think. And I mean, it's just factoids. None of the questions were based on intelligence. They were just factoids. I'm pretty sure a PhD is more than having a few factoids.
Yeah, you need at least 5.
You need at least. Well, I had 44.